make what it is. In city. What do you reckon it'll be on that, guys? Either in city again, or they're going to be in Swallow where I touched it on Monday at Birmingham Street. Nice colour though, isn't it? Yeah, it's like that picture, yeah. Okay, so you still on after it.
Platform 2.
Okay, it's slightly out of time. As long as the date's correct, but time is wrong. That's fine. Not the end of the world. Right. Let's set up the train model railway. Oops. So I could lean on. Just gotta sort out the train track first. Oops. Keep knocking things off. I'm on the railway at the moment. Thanks. We need to sort this board out properly. Especially before I get the new trains. I think everything's ready to go apart from the tunnel. Everything else is ready to go. Right, I think everything is set up. Welcome guys to another model railway video. The last one did not go to plan, which was beginning of last week. And the reason it didn't go to plan is it did not load for one reason. But on top of that, it didn't really edit properly either, so I didn't really know what's going on there. But today we're going to do some model railway videos. I got my speaker in front of me because I haven't moved it. I've been busy tidying my phone this afternoon. But yeah, it's weird how things going with the videos at the moment. But hey ho, it is what it is. As I say, the Intercity sets, and I've got some news on the Intercity sets, the HST sets on the real trains, what they're going to end up doing to them, and same with the castles possibly. They're going to be as specials probably in the future, so they probably won't get rid of them, but they'll certainly be specials, like Steams are at the moment. Diesels will probably come to specials in the future. And there she goes. I'm just going to switch lighting in this one, and then hopefully you can see the train a little bit more. It might not be the best shots in the world, but yeah. We're mainly going to be running different trains today and not go too mad with all the HSTs today because we only got 3, but we're going to have an extra few somewhere in the middle of this month when I ordered them. There's going to be quite a few more to have to buy out. As for the First Great Western set, don't know. I don't know what to do with the engine at the moment. That one seems to be playing up like something crazy. So I'm still going to look into how I can sort that one out. As for the carriages, the experimental carriages are going to be, at the moment, going to be, just as basically as an experiment set. I'm not really going to so to say to keep these carriages because they are falling apart. They'll probably be, well, they're not going to get thrown away, but they're not going to be kept on the train track itself. They're going to be probably put into the yard somewhere, and they look like they've been broken up from another set, and they're going to be basically replacement with the new unit, some decent carriages to go with it, which will be rather good. Now, I don't know about you guys with the Class 43 sets and who many guys who own Class 43 sets between Castle, First Great Western sets, the GNRs, Virgin, Cross Country, Pullman, all the different sets they do with the HST sets in 004, mind all the other gauges they do now. But this train in general, it doesn't matter what livery it is, apart from that one grey livery which I do not like. I mean, if they got rid of the buffers on that one and they changed colour scheme to the East Midland or something like that, or East Coast, then that would be much more nicer than the weird one they just come out with. I'm going to have to pop over to that corner in a minute because the track's coming apart, and yes, that flat bottom in the corner is my bag, my rucksack, so to speak. It's quite an old one. I need to get a replacement one. But it's been holding out rather strongly with that one. So I just need to put this corner out just a little bit. I'm going for comfort clothing today, so I'm not really too bothered about smart stuff for this video, for the Saturday and all. I know I'm going to have a break soon, so I don't want to overburden myself with too much stuff. I'm trying to think what I need to do. So, yeah, let me know in the comments below how many of you guys own HSTs in model form, and how many of you have your particular favourite of the livery on the HSTs from the predated of 1976 to 1980s colours, Intercity, or Intercity Swallow, or Virgin, Cross Country, Midland Pullman, East Coast, Grand Central, GNR. Of course, there was Virgin too, and there was, I can't remember the name of all of them, but there was East Midlands as well. Of course, the First Great Western, but there's been quite a few of them dotted around over the years of the main line through time. The original First Great Western was a green coloured one. It wasn't originally purple. That's more happened in the last probably 10 to 20 years of its time that it's been on the rail. But as time's gone on, trains changed, and obviously, not because the trains have changed, but the running stuff goes with it. And how long I'm filming today? Just 1 hour. I'm not doing too much. I'm just going to do an hour, maybe half an hour, depending on how I feel. So, not too long, but not too short either. Somewhere in the middle is fine. So, I hope you enjoyed the 1st and 2nd of September from today. During your Saturday, why the rail railways are being on strike again for another time. Typical, isn't it? Yeah. I'm glad I went to Teignmouth on Thursday. That was certainly nice to go to. I am going to be looking forward to get my new model HST set, so that's going to be quite nice to get. I am also looking forward to getting quite a bundle of experiences on the train. Another train I'm going to be saving up for. I'm hoping to get saving up for to become this great experience on the Pullman set, the Midland Pullman by Hornby, well, by a private company actually in real life, but in model form, yes, the Midland Pullman is made by Hornby with their HST pack of the 2 power cars, which I am going to be getting. I'm looking forward to that, but I'm also very much looking forward to having it on the train itself, the real thing. I'm definitely looking forward to that experience. That's something I am looking forward to, which is going to make me very excited to go on. I still haven't had a chance to go on the Leeds train. I'm going to have to do it next Friday. It's going to have to be a time in the afternoon when the Leeds one coming from Plymouth to Newton Abbot. I'm going to have to go on the Leeds one for a one-time experience to go on that one. Go down to Newton Abbot. I don't think it'll be a bad experience or anything, but I think it'll be a memory I won't forget, that's for sure. But yeah, it will definitely be a fun experience to travel on a first class. Probably the first class I ever been on main line probably in donkey's years. I don't remember if I did on that first class on a main line train. So yeah, the GNR HST circle got derailment event because of the connection line on the corner there. I'm just pretty much first stop and then just slow down a little bit. I probably expected that one. There's multiple connections down here. I'm trying to work it right completely. Multiple connections on this track. It's just not always easy to keep up where it's going. Right, we'll do the final lap with this one for this evening and then we'll work on to the other trains. So we'll bring her off. So, stop there. Hey, enjoyed the Birmingham New Street last week. That was unusual. Me to go in Birmingham New Street first time in my life. I had never been to Birmingham New Street until last week, so that's something new for me. Which was quite nice while the trains were still running at that point. But hopefully they'll be up and running again soon, and hopefully we see the In-City and In-City as well, or the In-City at both ends for the final time this year, hopefully, before they go off the rails. But I do think there probably will become a unusual trains going to come through. In-City is going to come a special from next year. So they're going to be a special memory for a lot of people. Born between my generation and before. People who were born later than I was, then, well, anything above the 90s or early 2000s, you lot might not remember all the HSCs. Specials when they first came out in the 70s. Why is it always trains always have issues on the corner? Yes, grant you I don't have too many steam engines, but there's a reason for it. I'm not massively as fond of steam engines as some are, but I'm definitely more a diesel fan. Definitely a diesel fan, but not really a steam engine fan. I like a few steam engines, but mainly they just don't really interest me in the way diesels do. Except for Mallard, I guess, and the Flying Scotsman, as I said before, but mainly the diesels interest me. On the base my layout on the mainly focused on my railway, mainly focused in a time of the HST family, between the basically all the HSTs run between the 1976 period between the modern day, and that would mean there would be the APT probably on somewhere in that lot, probably, and the APTE. But I probably won't get them, but I know they were part of this family, of the HST family, so that's why a lot of people say, well, you're very much in the APT, you could get the HST or the APTE trains, because they were part of that lot. Yeah, it's true, they are part of that lot, and they were part of the experimental system of the APT flaws. The APT had a lot of flaws in its tilting design mechanism, and it didn't have the high expectations to live very long to run on the railways because it didn't have the best checks when it first run on the railways, and only done 10 years of service running on the main line at that point. And then they decided, clearly because they didn't do the checks that were supposed to be done with it, so it didn't have the expectations to last as long as it should have done. If it had its checks properly done, then it would last as long as the previous years have. And Plus that they'd probably be just as old as them, if not older. So that would be something to see. But I'm glad that the HSTs are being reserved. I'm glad that these particular trains are being reserved because not many trains would be reserved. For the diesels, they'll be very few reserved. The Intercities and the Intercity Swallows and the Reform now in the HST form. You've got the First Great Western, which has now been painted up in the GWR set, I think. And of course you've got the other sets like the Virgin Liveries, Grand Central and Junior. All those sets are very old now, they're not new, they're quite ancient. They started in 1970. They were started in 1994, I think, yeah, they started in 1994 on the service between London and north or east of Scotland, or yeah, it could be north of Scotland. And you go up on the east coast of the Junior route for a bit of time. East coast was mainly running that route, but Junior did run a bit of that line for a bit, and then it went up on Pennsylvania, which is the class 390, that was it. It's class 390, which is now owned by Avanti, which I saw recently. It's now owned by Avanti. So I don't know if Avanti's going to come down here, change over some of the other routes, but I have no idea. I mean, I went out of railways for a bit over my time of 2016, 2017, I couldn't remember when it was, but it was around that time. I had some time away from trains and I just lost interest in things. It was all stressed over and I was going on that whole time of life. I went out of trains for a bit and then just came back to it a little bit later on, probably just a year after I came back, and I thought, and I looked on the main lines through pictures to Twitter and Facebook. My gosh, everything changed. It's like everything started to change to be now just GWR and Great Western Railway services instead of these antique Oliveras, which I remember when I was growing up was so iconic with their colours. But now you just got basic green, and you basically got the dark green colours that walk around all the time on the railways. Like this one. This GWR Panya is basically almost the same colour you'll see on the main line a lot of the time now, but with diesels or hybrids. So, you know, they're mainly, they seem to be a big thing of GWRs of a lot everywhere, but they're so, let's say, repetitive, if I can think of the right word for it. It's very repetitive to see so many greens everywhere. I'm going to change much to a little bit different colours, like Great Western colours, you get some ex-NER colours, ex-Virgin colours, ex-First Great Westerns. All the old liveries have been cleaned up every now and again just to make them a little bit different on the line. I'm sure for the 50th anniversary, there's 50th anniversary coming up in a couple of years, but I just don't know what they're really going to do with it all that. I think it's going to be worthwhile time when they're going to do it. Am I going to give up any of my steam trains? That's not a question that people do occasionally ask my channel. People ask like, you're going to mainly focus on your dream route, focus around the HSTs, are you going to keep any of your steams? That is an interesting question, and I do think possibly I won't I'm gonna have to get over there and go and grab the trains which seem to stop. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, it's, some people are asking me like, are you gonna get rid of your model steam engines away? No, I won't get rid of them. I'll probably just won't run them as much, but the ones that I do, the ones that I did buy, like the Battle of Britain, the tank locomotive, the pannier, and a couple of tenders with the Pug and pannier as well. It's just, I'm not really too bothered to have too many steam engines, because that's not an era I'm basing it on. I'm basing on my passionate Class 43 sets, not steam era. I'm just having a few steam engines because it's nice to have a couple of different trains I like to run every now and again. But when I'm not filming, I don't really run them. It's only when I'm filming I tend to run these trains. The castles, well, the HSTs I tend to mainly run on the board when I'm not filming. So it's because while I'm filming I tend to mix them up a bit, but off camera I tend to mainly focus on the HST sets, because as I say, I'm not really that interested on having steam engine stuff mainly running, because it's not my main taste for my Dreamliner. It's going to be Yod 66 and mainly the Class 43 HST sets or the Intercity 125s. Oh, I've got to stretch over again. Didn't expect to do this twice in one day. But there we go. Let's step back over again. I'll get used to doing this a little bit more often during the winter to do more model stuff, but here comes basically the front of the castle set, which is coming to shot right now. The back one is the power car, but as you know, this train does not really quite for the wheel nose, but human lines with that angle, which is not ideal in front of the camera. But trust me, sometimes it's necessary. I promise you that. Especially when it's up on the stand, this lot will be properly more, looks like a decent dedicated layout for just the HSTs. That's basically what it would be based on. This will be a heritage for the HST sets for many years to come. No matter how often I have so many different livered ones, I guarantee to you this whole layout is going to be based off of them. And for good reasons too. And after trains are, yeah, well, Well, yeah, I'm basically gonna be this power cut of the HST I got on this carriages at the moment. As you might not seen or you maybe have seen before, but look, this is basically the damages in. But the front is still fine, but it's just the back one. It's been like that ever since I've discovered what was causing the problem. Since I bought the set last year, and it seems to be a uncommon issue occasionally when these sets do have the flaws with connection issues, or there's a joint on the motor, it's not tiny quite right, and it just goes pig's ear everywhere. It really does. But I'm mainly just going to be focused on getting all this layout done. Well, not a layout is ever truly done, but you know, you make it to a certain point in your layout, you want to make it. I mean, it's not presentable for your HSC you want to have in your layout on, or some people's case it could be steam engines, it could be electrics, it could be anything. For me, it's all going to be an HSTs. Every livery I'm going to have, except for the one. There's only one I wouldn't have, and that's that weird one, the new one come out, which is to do with Freightliner. And I would not touch the Freightliner HST because that's hand pulling cargo. So if I want to put in cargo, I would be just putting out my new diesel hybrid Class 66s or something like that. I don't understand why I would use anything else for cargo. The 66 is perfectly doable for that, something like that. We're going to bring the Class 57 power unit, the train itself. I can't do much about the assembly route using basically the train car at the moment, but 43005, I don't know if that one is still around and running on the rails, but I'm hoping it is one of the ones I own. I've never seen 43005 on main lines, but I'm sure it is around. You might be wondering why I don't really, talk as much as others maybe do, but or why I like to the upper, so to speak. And the main reason is that I do like to talk quite a lot, and I do find it a little bit unprofessional when I'm filming, but hey, it is what it is sometimes. You can't always control what sometimes you talk over a video. That's why I like honestly I prefer why I like filming on the main line a lot more, because I don't talk as much. How long I'm filming for tonight, as you say, just for 1 hour, not any longer. I would like to have a cup of tea and I'd like to just, chill out before making my bed and chilling out before going to bed. So I got my new routine to start next week, so I might as well try to catch up on as much study as possible next week. So videos again next week will change a little bit, but there won't be as many mainline stuff for the next week. There will be Friday and Saturday as normal again. So after that day, so far has not been planned or anything else. But once the specials are done, then it will just go back to doing Thursday and Saturday instead, and then that'll be it. So Monday to Friday there won't be no trains, but Thursday and Saturdays in the autumn. But in the summer it'll be Fridays and Saturdays in the summer. But and possibly a little holiday in between, hopefully. Um, so yeah, on my day off tonight, I'm just basically in the house to be getting ready for the next week. Might see if I can get some track cleaning solution, get the snake room tidied. Hopefully I can get the railway sorted soon. The actual my dream now. Hopefully I can make a start on it soon enough once I got my room started. Well, once my room's clean, I can work on the railway. And the toy boxes for the signals, 74 signals, which that's what I'm going to work with. That's what I'm going to have on the layout. So the 74 signals are perfectly fine during the period. Suited for the HSTs and Phoenix Helmet dedicated HST being out of mine and giving them a special sort of theme for the HSTs for this my being out around the HSTs. And yes, the HSTs are my most passionate and happy train, so to speak. I mean, everyone's got their favourite train, so some people were born in the 1915s and 1920s that loved the steam engines and probably the very early diesels. And being that just really enjoyed seeing the HSTs for possibly the final time for the council HST sets itself. Could be the final time this year. Altogether. As for the Insettis, as I said, they were only running specials from next year onwards, so they will probably run in the summer next year, but they won't be, you know, they won't be doing that on a daily basis like they are at the moment. And once the 50-year anniversary comes around, then they really do have to try to organise something cool. We just got a chill for evening. I'm not really going to put too many camera angles to this. I just want to see how the camera works with the speed they're already doing without sort of interfering, so to speak. As for upcoming video for my other channels, then I'm not sure how often or how long I would do YouTube for, but as I say, I am going to be doing as long as I can with it. And during my days off, I will have the occasional times when I'm probably able to film, but again, probably not as often as I'm doing at the moment. Also, there's just a small tip for anyone who's into model railways or into the rail trains and they're very passionate about it. And if you get bullied about it quite often, then all I can say is don't stick with those people. They're not the right people for you. So, yeah, believe it or not, I know something like that because I have been bullied myself from being into trains. And not it's a nice thing ever to go through, but something in life in general, like you just basically being thrown into a class with new people who have no clue who you are, or not really interesting, but they're more interested in themselves and what they want to become. Excuse me. Gonna have to edit that bit out. But yeah, I'm mainly going to be focusing on my dream out for a lot, and probably when I eventually decide to not do YouTube anymore, then it's going to be a different experience again. And yes, I do realise right, we're near the end of this running session of the castle, or what is partially the castle set. The GWR 57 at the front. And yes, I'm thinking of putting some supported charity names on each of my diesels, and they're going to be special charging names on my pride possession trains on the HST models. There's going to be quite a number of different sets to run on the main line. So yeah, there's multiple things that I want to do with this dream layout of mine. It's going to take a long time to build it up properly, and then really set that going. You can hear how unhealthy that thing is, but I'm gonna basically just replace the power car on that one. It will come with another training car too, but I can switch the training cars around from time to time to make it look and sound a little bit different to normal. That's what time we're at now. 44 minutes in. Right, we haven't got long then. Very close to 8 o'clock. I'll have to check on my computer in a minute. Hey Siri, what time is it?
It's 19:53.
Crikey, is it really that late? So I'm half an hour out. It's close to 8 o'clock. Okay guys, we've got a couple of more minutes to do a little bit more train stuff. I'm not totally sure how to do the next lot. We're going to go with British Rail, I think, next. That's the next step, I think. Let's go with British Rail next. Because we got 43005 on the 43005. I'm going to have to look at it, see if I can find it. When it is running on the main line still, 43005. See if it actually is still a mainline runner, or she's actually housed at Lower Depot in Plymouth, actually been hauled or been taken away already. I have no idea. So being that I have a model of this one, I'm going to see what number. Unfortunately, I haven't seen Tamworth Castle yet. Well, I haven't seen a unit of the HSTs called Tamworth Castle. I think there is a castle in Tamworth. And Liskeard Castle, Liskeard Castle I haven't seen massively either. Or Launceston. So there's quite a few I haven't yet seen, but yes, this does have a castle. It's just outside of Liskeard town area. I'm not 100% sure where outside the town it is, but I certainly know it has one in the town somewhere. But I'm not 100% sure where exactly it is. Right, for the final train we're going to run this evening is going to be the Class 87 by Hornby with the British Rail carriages. There's a couple of them, not too massive. With its LED headlights. I do want this one a little more often, this one, but mainly because in the year 2000s I did see a lot of these during the late 90s, but they weren't massive popular until quite a lot later on actually, because HSTs were still running quite heavily up the country for many years, well into the 90s and mainly the 2000s too, but they seemed to be very particular how often they did run when they were trialing the itinerary systems. So they still had a lot of HTs on board. They didn't really have a massive amount of success to start with the itinerary. They basically it took time to build it up. They basically had AC itinerary, which basically they had two different types of current overhead. They basically had the 25,000 volt and the 8,500 volts, and both of them would enough to shock you and kill you. But to the modern DCC itinerary now, it's constantly efficient. You know, I don't know what it is now. It's probably more than about 18,000 volts or 18,500 volts overhead systems. But most teams are fake on main lines now. There are a lot of them are fake, but they're not. I mean, they just spark, but they don't really use any power to the train. Third rail is technically effective, but in bad weather it just doesn't work well. Because I think it does affect the current of the track in bad weather. Of course, that's one of the reasons why we still have the iconic and it's stunning HST sets mainly. Am I going to the club thing next month? Might not. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Always occasionally, but especially when I get my new trains, I might quite happy to show off every now and again to show them off. But yeah, it'll be quite nice to show my new trains off. Okay, I think we're close to 40 minutes, and so guys, it might not have been the best shots for this evening, but I'm hoping we're trying to get better shots on Monday. Videos will start on Monday a little earlier, but not by a huge amount. It will go back to the time I was at the old house for the videos purposes. They will start at 9. So at 9 a.m. on Monday to Saturday, or Monday to Thursday, as normal, will be Model A videos for a lot more during this year. I'm just hoping to keep it a bit more current. And hopefully during the summer seasons of next year, they're going to be mainline, heritage line, a little bit of Model A stuff, going to be unboxing reviews. And also saying that for my second thing for the travelling on the first class economy train, the real thing, in a few years' time. Hopefully, I have that chance experience to do it. Or else I might miss the opportunity, basically. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great evening. I'll see you guys again very soon. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the specials, whatever we do plan to go through this weekend, because I will never try and see them. But hopefully you'll see them next weekend if they do run through. Hopefully it's not Mallard. Hopefully it's not, it's Sunset to do again. Because it would be nice to see something different. It would be nice to be a little bit more open, to be something like the Evening Star or a Black 5 or the City of Troy or Mallard herself in that light British Rail blue and yellow, or NER blue. Or the Carnation Scarves, that would be quite interesting to see. Or Queen Liz, the Jubilee class. I mean, as I was famous, I was famous on a train, on my favourite train, class what 3 sets. That would be me. I want to do my good deeds and put it towards a train. That'd be quite cool. Have my own train. I don't know what ever happened. But no idea would be quite cool. Maybe one day. Or I wish. Right, I'm gonna actually end this off. I'm getting carried away. But I'm gonna end this off. Again, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys very soon for another video on Monday, 9:15 to 10:15. So, yep. And I'm going to be trying my new routine next week, so that's going to be very interesting. To get up at 6 a.m. Out, come back here. Go out for a morning walk. And then just, do your own thing. Anyway, I'll see you guys again very soon. Have a great weekend and peace out.
Fast train now approaching platform 1 does not stop here. Stand back to platform 1. That's not the right train.
Okay, so you still on after it.
You're supposed to be there by now. What are you doing? Platform C, box 1A, platform C.
And look what it is. In city. What do you reckon it will be on the back, guys? Either in city again, or is it going to be in Swallow the way I touched it from Monday at Birmingham New Street? Nice colour though, isn't it? Yeah, I'll try to get a picture of it.